Hello everyone, my name is Puenkosi from Val Sebukeng. In this video I'm going to show you how I do my forex trading analysis. So here I have a chart of Euro Australian dollar. This is a 4-hour chart and I'm going to show you how I do my analysis. First things first, I always click here to view and then I always use full screen. And then one thing that I do most of the time before I do my analysis is that I always shift my market to the right. Why? Because when I shift my market to the right, I get to see all my previous highs and my lows. So now that I've shifted my market to the right, I'm going to identify all my highs and my lows in the 4-hour time frame. And then for me to do that, I come to insert and then I select shapes and then rectangle. And then I select all my highs and my lows. And then this is my first high. And then my first low. And then I proceed to the next point or the next level of the market, the high or the low. And this is my second high. And then this is my second low. So normally what I do after identifying all my highs and my lows, I go to my trend lines and then I connect my highs and my lows so that it can give me a channel. And always, guys, you must make sure that when you want to have accurate trend lines, make sure that all your trend lines, you ray them, because with the custom trend lines, they come in like this. So when you double click on it and then you right click and then trend line properties, and then under parameters, you click on ray and then click OK. So it's going to make your trend line to be infinite onto your screen. And then that's when I start to connect my identified highs and lows. And then I come to my lows. Okay. For now, I'm just doing a rough sketch, and then I'm going to show you what I do next for me to get accurate results. So now that I've connected my highs and my lows, and then what I normally do after connecting them with the trend line, I zoom in my screen two times up until I can see a bullish and a bearish candlestick of the market. So here's the catch. What I always do, and this way also always works for me. So what I normally do is that my support trend line, which connects my lows, I always make sure that the peak that I've identified, the support trend lines always touch the last bearish candlestick before the reversal of the peak. Also with the resistance trend line, I'll make sure that my trend line touches the last bullish candlestick before the reversal at the peak. So here I'm going to fix my trend line so that they can give me the accurate results in future. So here I have to zoom into this peak and check whether my trend line has touched the last bullish candlestick or not. Then I fix this one, done. I zoom out, I go to my lows, zoom in, and then I make sure that my lows and my support trend line always touches my last bearish candlestick of the market. And then I go to my second low, me on where the market is going next. So then when I'm done, and then as you can see here from the analysis, you can see that the market moved from the resistance trend line to the support, and then it went back to the resistance trend line and then to the support. So now what we already know is that the market has to move from the support trend line to the resistance trend line, but it's not always the case that it will move from this point to this point without having the retracements and the rejections of the market. So what I do next is that from the major trend lines, from my major channel, I always draw another trend line which will connect my inner peaks of the market. So now when I'm done with my major channel, I always go to shapes again, rectangle. Now I'm identifying all my inner peaks, my highs and my lows. This is the first high of the inner trend lines. And then this is my other low. My other high. So now because the market is still ranging in this level, I can't confirm that this will be my low, because I'll never know. Maybe the market might drop and drop up until it touches the support trend line again. So what I normally do is that I draw my trend line from the major channel to my inner peaks. That's where I always get my breakouts and my retests. And then I connect from the major channel to my first peak. And then also you do the same thing after connecting your two peaks. You zoom in and make sure that your resistance trend line always touches your last bullish candlesticks. Also with your support trend line, make sure that it always touches your last bearish candlestick of the market at the peak. And then you zoom out, and then now we come to our lows, insert lines, trend lines, and then from the support trend line you draw your trend line, you're connecting your two peaks, and then you zoom in, after zooming in you make sure that your trend line touches your last bearish candlestick, because that's where the market retraced and formed the peak.